see what Geeks for Geeks approaches. So uh, in iterative way it says initialize, start and end. So it is taking two pointers, a pointer start and a pointer end. End will be at n minus 1 in a loop, swap start and end. So okay, so I see what they are doing here is if there is an example. Okay, yeah, so they have an example. So they have a start pointer at 1 and they have a end pointer at 6. So what they do every time is they just swap 1 and 6, means the first and the last elements, and then they move the end moves once. So what's going here is we have a start pointer and an end pointer. So or let me just, yeah, fair, okay, so we have a start pointer at 1 and an end pointer at 6. So we just swap these values. So if we swap a pointer at this with this, so 6 comes at first position and 1 comes at the last position, as you can see in the second array, right? And after that we have increase the start pointer and decrease the end pointer. So end pointer becomes from 5, it becomes 4, and at the fourth position it has 5. And then start pointer increases from 1 to 0 to 1. So at first position it has 2. Then 2 and 5 is swapped, as you can see in the third array, and then we swap 3 and 4 similarly. So if I'm going to write this, let's write it in NetBeans. Okay guys, so I'm in my NetBeans and I'm using this array reverse class, and I imported the util library. So let's write this code. So public static void main string args. So this first let's just create a scanner sc equals to new scanner. So this will create a scanner object. Yeah, so system button. So this will be the scanner object to take user input. Now I will take user input for us 5 elements in a int array, right? For int I equals 0, I is less than 5, I plus plus, then a of I is equals to sc dot next int. So I've stored after this I would have been stored values inside a. Now I will use two pointers. So int start pointer, which will be at 0, and int end pointer, which will be at a dot length minus 1. So this will help me. After this, what I will do is I'll use while loop while start is less than end. So what I'll do is I will create a temporary variable to swap the value. I'll store start value here, then add start value. I can store end value here, and then at end value I can store uh, start value here. So start will come here. So here we have performed our swapping. Now the thing remaining is to print it. So I equals 0, I is less than 5, I plus plus, and then printing a of I plus a space with a comma also. So I think this should work. Let's see this algorithm once. So okay, I'll just reduce the size of it. Yeah, and then so we have this algorithm with us. So what it does is, let me take a array also. array of let's say 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma 7 comma 8. Right, so we have I have this array. So what happened here is, first the start pointer will be at 0, so the start pointer is here, so s is at 4, and the end pointer which we have is at the last element, length minus 1. So length minus 1 is at the fourth index. So what we do, we swap these two values. So simply these two values are swapped. Then what happens is we increase the start pointer. So start pointer from 4 comes at 5. Right, so it comes at 5, and then we decrease the end pointer. So end pointer here is it comes to 7, means the third index, and then these two are swapped, right? So these two will be swapped, then we will have s and e equals. So this condition is remaining, that s start is less than equals to. Okay, and I have to include this logic also, that start increases and end is decreasing. So I'll add that here. So here start plus plus and minus minus, and what was the last part? Yeah, less than equals to. So I think this should work. Let's try to run it. Okay, so as you can see, it's not giving me an error and it's ready to take an input. So let's say I give 4 space 5 space 6 space 7 space 8. Right, so I have given 5 numbers and I'm getting 8 7 6 7 8. Okay, so I have miswritten. Okay, I have written start here. Instead of start there will be temp, because here what happens is temp stores the first start value, and then start value is changed with the end value, and then we change the end value with the temp, not the start, because start has been changed in this second line. So instead of giving it as start, we have used a temp variable to store the previous value of start before changing it. So here the start is not changed yet, and then here the start is changed with the end to, so we are changing end with the temp. So if I run this again, first let me save it, and let me put some comment here also. Comment label enter array. Okay, let's see. Also let me write here reverse array. Now we can see what the output we get. So I have to enter the array. So let's say 14 space 8 space 2 space 4 space 7. So 14 8 2 7 4 7, so it should give me 7 4 2 8 14. So in the reverse array I'm getting 7 4 2 8 14. So yeah, so I think this logic is working. Both the logics which we have seen today, both works very fine. You can use whatever logic you want. It's good that we have used here a string logic, and here we have used a integer array logic. So see you in the next video.